Hello everyone, this is Indu. I hope you are doing well. In today's video, I will share with you Angular interview question. It is a combination of two or three different interviews. So first question will be what is the Angular and how is it different from Angular JS? So it's a basic question. So Angular is a platform and framework for building client-side application using HTML, CSS, or TypeScript mainly, and AngularJS we can use. It's an older version and like legacy project that will be created in the AngularJS, while Angular latest will be complete rewrite with better performance. TypeScript spot it will be provided in the before that we can use JavaScript. Next thing is explain the architecture of Angular application. So we can use modules, components, services, directives, template. So main building blocks will be modules and components. And next question will be what is the modules? So modules is a group of you can say group of components. So Angular modules, ng module are the contain for the cohesive block of code dedicated to application domain, workflow and feature. And next question will be directives in Angular. So directives are the class that modify the structure, behavior of the DOM. Mainly we have a component directives, structure directives, and attribute directives. Here we can use ng for and another also. And ng class you can change the attribute, for example, color, any appearance you can create change here. So that is called attribute directive. Next question is explain the difference between one-way winding and two-way winding. One-way winding means data flows only one direction, and two-way winding means goes component to view, view to component. Here data flows only component to view. And next question will be what is the purpose of Angular service? So Angular service, for example, here we can write all HTTP client, we can write all the logic to call the APIs. So services are singleton objects used to share data and logic across component. They are commonly used to call the APIs, business logic, and state management. Next question will be describe the Angular component lifecycle. So Angular component go through states creation, rendering, updating, and destruction. So important lifecycle hook will be ng on it, ng on changes, ng on destroy. So there are multiple lifecycle hooks here. Next question will be how does Angular handle forms? So we have a two types template driven forms and reactive forms. So it's a simple and reactive it's and next reactive forms scalable, modern driven and better for the complex logic. Next question will be what is the dependency injection in Angular? So dependency injection is a design pattern where dependency are provided to a class externally improve testability and modularity. So that's why we can use dependency injection here. Next thing is why we use a async pipe. So async pipe subscribe to a observer or promise and return the latest value. It automatically unsubscribe when component is destroyed. Next question is how do you handle API calls? So we can use HTTP clients. Our services handle API calls and observer manage the asynchronous responses. Next question will be describe the difference between at the rate view child and view children. So view children means get a single element or directive, and view children means you can get multiple elements or directives. Next question will be what is ahead of time compilation in Angular. So ahead of time compiles Angular template into JavaScript to, during the build phase, improving performance and using runtime error. Next question is how do you handle errors in Angular? So use error handle services, use R RxJS operator like catch error Next question is what is Angular guard? So there are multiple auth guard for the can activate, can deactivate, can load. So guards control the route access. So they decide what navigation is allowed. Next question is what is the difference between observable and promise? Observable means multiple values over time, cancelable spots operator. Promise means single value, not cancelable. So next question will be explain the role of ng-john service. ng-john helps Angular detect changes and update the UI while tracking asynchronous operations. And the next question is describe the lazy loading in Angular. So lazy loading loads feature modules only when needed and it improves performance and reducing initial load time. Next question is what is the Angular interceptor? So interceptor modify the HTTP request and response used for authentication, logging, and error handling. Next question is how do you ensure state management in Angular? So using services with shared data, use state library like NGRX and behavior subject. Next question is how do you share data between component? So we can we can use at the rate input, child to parent we can use output. So between unrelated component we can use services like with the help of input and output of directive you can say we can use here. Next question is what is the Angular Universal? So Angular Universal enables server-side rendering to improve the performance and SEO. And the last question will be what is the difference between switch map, map, concat map, and exhaust map? So switch map cancel previous request, merge map runs all in parallel, concat map executes sequentially, and exhaust map ignores new request until front complete. So these are the basic question. It's not like for the fresher, it's a senior level questions. So if you like this video, please like, share, and comment. And thanks for watching.